Welcome back to another pick a card reading. I am the Frequency, and also known as Quincy. I have a beautiful reading for you guys today. I'm going to be reading on what should you know right now about your love life. I'm great at doing different types of readings. Love life is one of my best, right next to career. I do phenomenal career readings as well. I'm a Capricorn stellium, so when it comes to things, earthly things, I can read those very well. If you want to jump ahead, there's timestamps below. Also, thank you guys for all your constant support and showing up to the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Even the little things, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you can receive any future videos that I post and share on here. Without further ado, let's jump on in. Okay, welcome into the reading. Once again, we are reading what should you know right now about your love life. I have 3 piles. Pile 1 is the Poe Tarot deck. Pile 2 is the Universal Monsters Tarot deck. And pile 3 is the Necronomicon. Take a moment to see which pile calls out to you, or which deck calls out to you rather. It usually lets your intuition lets you know pretty fast which deck to go for. So, without further ado, let's move on into your reading. Once again, timestamps will be left down below, so if you want to watch all the piles, that's completely fine. And let's see what you have to know right now in regards to your lovey love life. And this is a very beautiful deck. There's some story, I think it was a couple that made this deck. Correct me if I'm wrong. A married couple rather. So it's very good for this reading. It's a little cryptic, but I'm gonna make sense of it the best that I can. These will be quick readings, but effective readings nonetheless. What does pile 1 need to know right now in regards to their love life? The 6 of Wails, the 6 of Cups. And this has like some writing on it. So this says, now our thoughts thou shalt not banish. Now our visions nearer to vanish. From thy spirit shall thy pass no more like dewdrops from the grass. So some of you may be thinking about someone from the past right now. What you should know about your love life is they're thinking about you. You know, a lot of times we think that we're thinking about someone because rumination, not getting over them. Maybe it's someone you're currently with and you're just missing them, you know? But sometimes they're thinking about you, and that's why you're getting that feeling about them. Let's continue. The Tower. While I gaze, this fissure rapidly widened. There came a fierce breath of the whirlwind. The entire orb of the satellite burst at once upon my sight. My brain reeled as I saw the mighty walls rushing asunder. For some of you, there may be distance in the connection because of something that happened. A breakdown in the relationship. A lot of times for me as a reader, I see the breakdown as necessary to bring in the new. I had 3:33 on my recording time. That's a beautiful sign as well. This is divinely orchestrated. Don't look at changes in connections as a negative thing. Everything has its place, even when it feels like it's not something that you want to experience. It's necessary. make sure I have my... Hold on 1 second. Okay, had to make sure I have my do not disturb on. People like to call me while I'm doing things. All right, what else is happening in your love life at this time, pile number 1? The sun. As I mentioned, sometimes breakdowns are necessary for us to have new things. This allows for enlightenment in this relationship through, and the imagery is him, Poe, like at a grave site. Sometimes things have to end for new things to come. We're currently in fall season here in the United States on the East Coast. You had a breakdown in this connection, but understand it was divinely orchestrated. There was really nothing you could do about it. This feels like a connection that separated based off of things just not aligning, bad timing. I feel if you're currently in a connection with somebody and there was some type of small breakdown, it could be really minute. It doesn't have to be so big. It could be an epiphany you've had about the connection at this time. This was necessary for you to come to this new realization. So it says, they who dream by day are cognizant of many things which escape those who dream only by night. So, to me, with that poem, it speaks about the duality that exists within all things. There's black, white, masculine, feminine, up, down, in, out. There's so many different polarities that exist within everything. Try your best at this time, if you're experiencing what I've said prior, to see what the bright side is of this. What could be taken away and learned from this experience. That's how you'll move through this, whether that be with the person that we're reading about or just a better future for yourself. What else? Eight of Candles. This is Eight of Wands. So it says 1, 2, 3, and away. So you'll be having communication. If you're not in a if you guys are not communicating right now, you will have communication in the future. So don't lose hope. Understand this breakdown was required for you guys to move forward. There's going to be a brighter day. Take it with a grain of salt. If this resonates with you, continue to watch as I get some messages out. If it doesn't resonate, pick another pile. Timestamps are in the description box below. I'm using the Love Oracle cards to get you a message. So what else does pile number 1 need to know about their love life at this time? Only you. It says devoted, attached, crave. So whatever happened with you guys, there's still a flame here. There's still a connection. If you're currently in a connection, it's gonna get even better through this time. And it could be something so small, you know. Dating for a long period of time, a lot of things have the chance to happen. Sometimes there's something small, like just the fire kind of dwindles a little bit and you're like, what is that about? That can be a tower moment in itself. But know through this, you're learning something different about your partner. What else? Hoping, expecting, faith, manifesting. See? Telling you. Just get out of your head about it. Whatever is happening right now is required to happen. Focus on yourself. Focus on something else. Focus on the bright side of the connection while you're going through this transformation. It's not always easy. Have conversations if it feels like something you want to do with your partner as well. Ask questions before telling. That's the best way I've noticed to kind of move forward with a connection that's been long term, or even, like I said, could have been a connection that once was. Ask yourself questions. What happened? How do I feel about it? Do I want to reach out? What's a good time for that? Is it something I should ever do? I'm gonna put one more and I'm gonna close this bad boy out. But I'm proud of you, Pile One. You're doing the work. If you're not doing the work you feel you should do, this is your advice. Obsession says infatuation, adoration, and addiction. So there was a lot of heat that existed within this connection. And I had conflicted twice that popped up at the bottom of the deck. Oops. Which says decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. So, don't let this season with you and this person or wherever, if it's connected or disconnected, together, not together, don't let this season make you go, oh, let me rebound, let me run away, let me just chill, relax, enjoy the ride on the fierce wheel of love. And things will get brighter. May that be with this person or within a new chapter for yourself. I hope that resonated for you. If it did, like, share, subscribe. Once again, you can also contact me if you want a personal reading. DM me. Make sure you have that notification bell on. Hit to all so you can see any future uploads that I do. Other than that, I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Thank you, pile 1. Pile number 2, Monsters, the Universal Monsters Tarot deck. In the spirit of Halloween and all the things that's been kind of in the air fall, let's do a little creepy deck. Once again, we're asking, what do you need to know right now in regards to your love life? Pile number 2. It's going to be a quick read, but you're going to get everything you need to know. Trust and believe. What does pile number 2 need to know right now in regards to their love life? Oops. I got that song in my head about getting married. It's forget the group, but it's an old 90s song, and it's like, let's get married, baby, let's get married. Some of y'all are in a good romantic place. Let's see if the cards reflect that. Strength. All right. Starting off good. Some of you are single but have high hopes to be in a connection. Or you have someone in mind. If you're currently with somebody at this time, there is a harmony existing. A us against the world energy. There's a lot of Leo vibes in the connection. Maybe you're obsessed with each other. Nothing wrong with that. There's a strength within this bond or within yourself, which is going to allow you to attract this person. Your dreams and goals within your love life are not crazy. They have a place and they are real. You just have to keep on moving forward. What else? The 5 of Claws. I'm assuming this is the 5 of Swords. It could be the 5 of Wands. Let me see what the book says about claws. Because claws could be wands too. Let's see. Claws. Okay. It's swords. Okay. Interesting. I guess claws are like swords. Um, Interesting. You know, some of these decks make their own wording for wands, swords, cups. So, pentacles. Okay. Alright, I'm just reading. Let me see, just to clarify. Alright. This deck is really cryptic. I like it though. Alright, moving along. So, regardless of what suit, the point is here with fives, which always talk about some form of change. Number 5 is about change. There is something that's shifting within you that's required to maintain this stability that's currently existing in your heart space. May that be within your current partnership or within yourself. There's a shift happening within you, something that you know now that you need to add to the connection to move it along, also to maintain it. Don't make things fit from the reading, but just feel what I'm saying and make it fit for what you know. 101 on the clock. So, you know, if the connection is great and solidified and you feel good within yourself, keep that energy going. This is your confirmation. That's a good thing. There's not much for you to really do at this time. I'm an intuitive reader. I don't take the cards exactly for what they say. I'm giving specific messages. Psychic and intuitive readings are a little bit different than just a tarot reader. What else are you manifesting in your love life? Pile number 2. The Hermit. So once again, that discovery stage, this shift in your internal perspective, right? If you find through this power couple you have, or in your own strength and inner power, you still want to investigate your next area of improvement, take the time to do that. Don't close off, shut down, but just make sure you find time for yourself through this transition, this evolution, this internal awakening, if you will, to clarify and get, you know, more stable if needed in yourself. You're evolving, you're growing. Just because you met the one doesn't mean that's it. Forever's a long time. I always say that. You're not going to be the same person you were 9 times out of 10 that you were when you first met your partner. You're just not. Last card, and I'm going to do an oracle for you. What else is pile number 2 need to know about their love life at this time? This is the 9 of castles. All right. Victory is what I see in that. After this period of time of reflection, redirection, which really is like a new stability. It feels like you have a home, right? The vision I'm getting is you have a home within this relationship, and we're just doing some renovations. It can get even better. Some of you may be trying to manifest a home with this partner. There's a few things you may have to find out within yourself, or step back into, kind of get quiet about, not go out as much, don't eat out as much. We got to be more responsible within this connection or with yourself to really manifest this stability. Sometimes you got to take something to give, got to give something. What's the saying? I can't even say it. You got to, remove something to get something sometimes, right? Give something to get something. So Yes, it feels like a very good stage in your life, though. With or without a partner, you're in a good stage. Don't be feel weird if you have to tell your friends, no, I'm not going out this weekend. No, I'm not feeling it. No, me and X, Y, and Z, we're changing um, our plans right now. We're building something. We're not trying to go out and eat all the time. We appreciate you guys, but we're saving up for our future. Oracle cards. Whoa, that one flew right on out. Abandon. So some people could feel, if you resonate with that message about going away and stepping away, some people could feel abandoned in this time. Trust me, I've been there. I can very much so be a person who, when I'm changing and growing, I kind of get quiet and step away. Don't step away so much that you're non-existent, but just change perhaps how you're showing up in terms of, I'm sorry, I'm seeing there's someone outside like letting their dogs run in the street without a leash. Um so with that, even that message I'm getting from this my window here, it's like, let people know you're roaming into a new direction. Maybe you used to be always there and always available, always, 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 and now you're changing. You used to be leashed, now you're free. You used to be more free and all over the place, and now you're leashed. Whatever, take it as it resonates for you. You're just shifting, you're changing the narrative for yourself for something greater. What else? Time, waiting, cycles, moments, right? So there may be this period where you're like, wait, what is happening? Like, it feels like there's a pause happening in me, a pause happening in this relationship. It's okay. Things take time. Rome wasn't built in a day. Building takes a change. Just like on this picture, there's a different time. You're in a different time right now, right? If you are the person who's resonated with the intro of this reading that was trying to get married, marriage, weddings, and things take a good amount of resources, right? And a good amount of time too, if you want it to be a certain way. So don't be afraid if things kind of feel like they're slowing down, or you know you're afraid of the change. You're afraid of the time changing. Some people, or just recently, the time went, I think it went back an hour, and people were like, threw off their whole schedule, right? You don't know how much changes within us just from 1 hour difference. All right, last card. Elusive, dishonesty, deception, trickery. And I have thinking at the bottom of the deck. So people are going to think what they want to think. This could even be your partner thinking something different about you if you're just changing. What used to be important isn't important. What used to not be important is important. People are going to have all different types of ideas. Don't forget, inside of our head is a whole playground. People ruminate, procrastinate, you know, uh, I was gonna say excavate, but that's not the word. But it's like people have all types of things going on in their head, and a lot of it can be about you. Vocalize what's truly happening if you feel you're around people, friends, family, associates, what have you, who are starting to kind of look at you different because of this change in season, right? But this is all for the better. I'm proud of you, pile number two. Stay strong. You have it in you to create this new future for yourself. And hey, you know, when you're making different changes, people look at you a little different. People don't like change a lot of the time, but it's necessary and a constant in this reality. God bless you. And if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell and hit all so you can always get up to date in anything that I share on this page. And yeah, I'm going to move on to pile number three. Thank you, pile number two. Alrighty, pile number 3, the last pile, the Necronomicon, which is a phenomenal book. People say all types of things about it, creepy, you know, occult, whatever. You know, I see it as just a really cool literature, but maybe I'm naive. Alright, once again, we're asking, what do you need to know right now, pile number 3, about your love life? Thank you so much for being here and showing up to this reading. Pile number 3, what do you need to know right now in regards to your love life? Madness. Sorry, I'm just feeling the message. I think it's traditionally the moon card, but just looking at this picture, the imagery here, the full moon that just passed, I think it was the beaver moon. You could have had a lot of different sensations, changes. Things could have maybe not even felt like they were going your way even with this past full moon. I think this was it on the 4th, I believe. Don't let that mean a lot to you is what I'm feeling. It's temporary. It too shall pass. If that's not resonating with you, I do see as well, there's a lot of people from your past that linger in your heart sometimes too. Maybe it's time for you to kind of get clear on why your heart hasn't moved on, or maybe why their hearts haven't. A lot of times we think it's us thinking about them when they're thinking about us. But I see an imagery in my head of a person who's had a few lovers that didn't work out, and you've been thinking about that lately. And I want to be the one to tell you that's okay. Rumination or thinking about things in the past or how things went or lovers that once were, it's okay. Don't sit in that too long, but let it pass over you. As the thoughts come, acknowledge them, thank them, and they'll move away pretty quickly. That's where a lot of emotional intelligence comes from. Being able to face your feelings, but don't become your feelings. Okay, pile number 3. So that's what's happening off the bat in your heart. Let's keep on going. What does pile number 3 need to know right now in regards to their love life? Two of Pentacles. And see how even in the imagery there's like left hemisphere, right hemisphere, this key. There's a lot of thought happening about your love life right now. Maybe you're deciding where you want to go next within it. How am I going to find this new harmony in myself to attract this new lover? If you're currently in a committed relationship, this is a time for you to kind of seek a space to release the past so that you can allow the new, is what I feel. Maybe things have happened with you and this person, and lately it's come back up for some reason, which happens. You thought you were over it, but it's back again. If that doesn't resonate with you, pick a different pile. I'm just giving you what I feel. This has been a relationship that's lasted quite a while, if you're in a committed relationship, and you're hitting this point where what used to be okay is not okay any longer, and you're reevaluating what you want next within this connection, which never stops, by the way. Let's keep going. in a reevaluating stage in yourself and in your relationship. What do I want for my love life next? What have I done that got me here? Do I even want a relationship next? Four of books. And what stands out most to me in this picture is the candle. So it's like there's a lot of thought happening here. But in that history, all these books, there's a harmony that's gonna happen for you through this time you're taking. Sometimes things come up from the surface that we face that we thought we let go in the past to bring new harmony, new balance in our current life. Don't shy away from it. Look at it, evaluate it, feel it, let it exist. As I stated, as you face things in your love life or in yourself and can look at what you've done and just stand within it, take accountability, because everyone has a portion to the pie. That's the way through. So you're doing the work soon if you're not already. And that's the key to your next evolution, because when you're doing love readings, right, you're not only just reading if person A likes person B. Your heart center, your emotional center it needs to be in a specific space to allow for a romance to even exist, especially if you want it in a particular way. So this reading is also to kind of maybe recalibrate you or let you know you're on the right path if you feel like you want to kind of reinvestigate what has happened in the past, to kind of launch yourself into the future, if you will, almost like a slingshot effect, going back a little bit to go forward very far. Nothing wrong with that. Just don't own it in the way of bringing it to your current reality. Though what you've done in the past has gotten you where you're at in your present, it's not everything, if that makes sense to you. But it was something that happened. But let it go, acknowledge it, thank it, and move forward. Last card, and then we're going to do your oracle. Three of Pentacles. So what I feel from that, and then I have growth at the bottom of the deck. Isn't that perfect? This is a productive time right now in your romantic space. If you're with somebody, you guys are doing the work. Or at least you feel like you should. And if you are feeling like you should, or maybe, you want to seek some type of, I'm not a doctor or a therapist yet, but maybe you guys are seeking a third party to assist you in this healing process in your connection. Nothing wrong with that. There comes a point in time when you've taken the relationship as far as you could. Now others must come in and assist. And it can be just even a family member coming in between you two to kind of assist you with this new growth. But growth will be had. You see that here at the bottom of the deck. This, if you're not in a relationship, this personal growth you're stepping into is going to attract you your next best relationship, specifically within yourself, because I feel a lot of individual energy here. But if you're not in a relationship, this Three of Pentacles is speaking about doing the work to get the growth you want, to be the person you want, so that you can have this relationship that you feel you deserve. Many of us feel like I need to do this before I can do that. Sometimes you need to finish a program with school. You want to get promoted and then you want to date because you feel, hey, if I'm going to be dating someone, I want to be able to give them things and do things. And you don't want to just show up in a relationship half yourself if that matters to you. So take that time if you need. It's definitely a good thing. All right, Oracle. Thank you for watching so far. If you watched all the piles, let's see. Oracle for pile number 3. Time, waiting, cycles, moments. Cycles changing. You're changing into a new version of yourself. You may want to watch pile number 2 as well. That kind of spoke of a similar energy I'm feeling here. But there's, within progress and change, there's a time that must be invested into it, which you have the ability to do with the Three of Pentacles here and the Four of Books that we see. So you're going to make the adjustments required and take the time you need to make those changes to bring in the growth. Some trees take 25 years to even hit a few feet, you know. They're not concerned with their pace. They're not looking down at us going, man, this is taking so long. They're just growing. That's what they're here to do. Next card. Second chance. Reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. This is your opportunity to make amends with the past to launch you into your present new growth. If you're in a relationship currently, letting go of the past, reconciling differences, and moving forward, growing stronger together. One day, someday, somewhere, another time. That feels to me, like I mentioned with time, the day is gonna come where you're in this new growth spurt, or you feel more grounded within this new growth. Don't rush it. Let it happen naturally. You're gonna get there. I'm proud of you, pile number 3, and thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you can receive any updates that I have. And I like the comments you guys give. Give some comments to me so I can kind of know what you want to see next. And yeah, thank you guys so much. And lastly, if you want to book a personal reading with me, I'll leave all that information in the description box below as well, so you can book me for a personal reading. Thank you guys so much, and thank you, pal number 3. Have a blessed day.